and 4.2, we're dealing with ratios. A ratio, that's a number that's a word you will hear frequently. It's a ratio is a comparison of two quantities by division. Okay, it's where we're comparing two different numbers. That's what quantities means. So I have some numbers up here. I have stars and circles. I want you to count how many stars there are and count how many circles there are. How many stars do I have, friends? Everyone tell me.
5.
Perfect. How many circles do I have?
3.
3. Fabulous. Thank you. So if I am looking for a ratio of stars to circles, I have 5 stars to 3 circles. Okay. What I do not have is 3 stars to 5 circles. Notice how I have the exact same numbers, but the 3 to 5 is incorrect. Tell your neighbor why you think that 3 to 5 is incorrect, because I'm looking at the ratio of stars to circles. So I partner right now.
Like it's like a chicken and the egg. It says it's 3 and 5 really.
Okay, I need all eyes up here in 3, 2, and 1. Why is 3 to 5 incorrect? I still have the same numbers, but why? Why can't this one be correct? What about it is wrong? Shafeth?
I think it's like division. The biggest number comes first.
You think it's like division? Maybe the biggest number comes first? Other ideas? Why do you think? Hannah?
I think it's kind of like subtraction, and you can't do 3 minus 5, you only do 5 minus 3.
Okay, like maybe it's like subtraction. Other ideas? Oh my gosh. Isaac?
I think you can't do that because if you had 3 stars instead of 5, following the ratio, you would have 2 stars left. And also, you don't have enough circles to make 5.
Okay, I don't have enough circles to make 5. I'm going to do one more guess. Dakota?
It's the order that they go in.
What do you mean it's the order?
So, like, to make that correct, you have to switch the circle to stars.
To make it correct? Yeah. So it does matter. The order does matter. So see how I do have 5 to 3 and 3 to 5? The order does matter because I'm asking for stars to circles. If I was asking for circles first, if I was asking for the ratio of circles to stars, it would be 3 to 5. Even though the numbers are the same, it matters the order you put it in for what it's asking for. In this case, we're asking for stars to circles. And how many stars do I have, everyone?
5.
I'm sorry, how many?
5.
I have 5 stars, and then how many circles do I have?
3.
3. So my ratio is 5 to 3, not 3 to 5. Go ahead and have your math journal. Match my math journal. The ratio of stars to circles. Okay. The next part of your lesson or of your assignment. So there are 4 parts of your assignment today. Okay. So the first part is identifying a ratio. They'll give you a drawing, and then they'll give you a drawing and then ask you to identify what the ratio is. The next part is they're going to ask you to draw a model of something. So in your math journal, I'm going to give you guys 45 seconds to draw a model of a ratio of 7 to 3. You can draw whatever you would like to draw as long as it's a ratio of 7 to 3. You have 45 seconds. Go ahead and do that right now. And make sure you include in your math journal, draw a model of 7 to 3. When you're done, I need pencil up or show me the ready, respectful thoughts either way, so I know that we're ready to move on. This is just a friendly reminder. In the last 2 weeks, I have received multiple assignments with students writing in pen. You may not use pen in my class unless you are grading something. If you use pen on an assignment, you take a 0 on it. Don't use pen, please. Okay, I want you to look at your model. Does your model look like my model? No. So this morning when I was teaching with my class, when I said why is it stars to circles, or why is the ratio 5 to 3, I had a student say, well, the stars come first. And in this case, yeah, the stars did come first. However, However, they can be in any order. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that one nice line. My initial drawing looked like that just so that way you guys could quickly count what they are. But do I have 7 dark circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have 7?
Yeah.
Okay, and then do I have 3 empty squares?
Yes.
Yeah. So it can look either way. It can be in a nice, neat, organized pile, or they can be scattered in different places. Either way is fine. Just know that this is still a representation of 7 to 3. I have 7 dark circles to 3 empty squares. Okay? So that's the second part of your assignment today. It's where you guys are going to get to create your own models of ratios. All right? And you can do stars, circles, squares, happy faces, hearts, sad faces, lightning bolts, foxy faces, whatever you choose to do. Okay? All right, so there is a third part of your assignment. There is a table, and I need you guys in your math journal right now, go ahead and copy down this table. We have a table, and it's with happy faces and hearts. It brings me back to when I was in junior high. Chase, I know you're writing this down in your math journal right now. Okay, so I have 2 happy faces and 3 hearts, and then I have a table with happy faces on the top and hearts on the bottom. Okay, and so I have my initial ratio that they have given me, and then I have some blanks that I get to fill in. All right. As soon as you are ready to move on, I need your pencil up to show me that you're ready. Go, please. Hello. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Dakota and Jafet. Clara. We'll go about 15 more seconds, then I'm going to jump into this, okay? Okay. Friends, for this particular chart, every time I have one set, it's going to take me to this right here. I will have 2 happy faces and 3 hearts, okay? So if I have one set, I have 2 happy faces and 3 hearts. Do we agree with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what would happen if I had 2 sets? I would, again, just have my 2 happy faces and my 3 hearts. But now I have a new number. Show me on your fingers, how many happy faces do I have when I have 2 sets? Yeah, I have 4. And then tell me, how many hearts do I have now? Tell me. 6. Yeah. So in my chart, I see a 6. And so I know that I have 6 hearts, so I actually have 4 happy faces here. Right? So now, I'm curious what it would look like if I had 3 sets. So I'm going to draw my 2 happy faces and then my 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many happy faces do I have now?
6.
I have 6 happy faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And then how many hearts do I have now, you guys? 9. And I have 9 hearts. There's 3, 6, and 9. So I can fill in my chart with, I know I have 9 hearts, and I'm going to fill in my 6 happy faces. Raise your hand if you are really excited about the idea of drawing hearts and happy faces all over your paper to get the answer. Oh, we are so excited, right? Raise your hand if you would like a shortcut because you don't want to spend all day long drawing hearts and happy faces. Okay, here's your shortcut. Ready? I know, and hearts and happy faces are so much fun though. Okay, so what we do is we're going to look at our numbers and we're going to say, here are my initial numbers, 2 and 3. How did I get from 3 to 6? What brought me from 3 to 6? What did I do? Tell your partner what I did. Okay, I need all eyes up here in 3, 2, and 1. What did I do to get from 3 to 6? There are a couple of things that I did. What did I do? Tell me one thing that I did. Laura?
I noticed that you just added the number that you started with.
Oh yeah, so I just added the number that I started with. So I said plus 3. Yeah, so I could skip count, right? 3, 6, 9. This is probably going to be a 12, right? What else could I do? Connor, what else could I do?
You could times it by 2 divided by 3.
Yeah, I could times them by 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. Good. Is there anything else that I could do, Haley?
If you, I don't know if this would work on all of them, but on this one you multiply the smiley faces times the heart.
Smiley face times heart. Yeah, I did. 2 times 3 equals 6, but does 4 times 6 equal 9? No. But for this one, it did work. I actually really like that you pointed that out, because what you guys need to do when you come to the table is you need to ask yourself, hey, how did I get from one square to the next? And you have to be able to logically move from one square to the next. And it has to work for every square, okay? So what that means is, like what Connor said, so if I multiplied it by 2, in this column, or in my, I guess my third column, if I went 2 times 2, what does that equal? 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. Did that work? Yes. So now I'm going to go over to my third column, or, well, it's my fourth column. I don't know how to display this. Am I going to count columns this way? 1, 2, 3. Sure. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go over to my next column, and I'm going to multiply it by a number. What number can I multiply 2 and 3 by? And I have to have the same number, because what I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. What can I multiply both numbers by to get to 6 and 9? Tell your partner what number you can multiply them both by. I'm hearing multiple numbers. Okay, what can I multiply by 2 to get to 6? What's my number, you guys?
3.
3. So I have 3 times 2 equals
6.
3 times 3 equals
9.
Good. So now I am left with this blank square right here. Okay? So I want you guys to think about it. Well, if I went times 2 times 3, what times 2 equals 8? Tell your partner right now. What times 2 equals 8? Tell me what times 2 equals 8?
4.
4. So 4 times 2 equals 8. What about 4 times 3? What does that equal? 12. Good. So now, the way that I'm going to go through this is I'm actually just going to multiply them. So I'm going to go 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 equals...
15.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can people besides Dakota say that?
15.
There you go, 15. And then 6 times 2 equals 12. Fabulous. Yes, we could spend all day long drawing happy faces and hearts, and I mean, yes, you can get to the correct answer by that. However, I would like to speed things up, and I would look at it and I would say, well, how do I get from my original square to my next square? Okay. As soon as your master roll matches my master roll, I need you to hold your pencil up. We're going to be working with tables today. And then there's one more part, and you guys can go ahead and start writing this in as well. And the last part of our assignment is how you can write ratios. You can write ratios in 3 different ways, with words, fractions, or with a colon. Okay. Megan's ready, Laura's ready, Clara's ready. Colon. Words, fractions, and colons. And this is the hardest part of today's assignment, guys. Okay. So I had my initial fraction right here. 2 smiley faces for 3 hearts. And if we were comparing it as smiley faces to hearts, we can write it with words, 2, the number 2, 2, T-O, the word, 3, oops, and then the number again, I apologize. You can write it as a fraction, again with a 2 on top, 3 on the bottom, or you can write it with a colon, the way that you have seen it is 2, colon, 3. Whoa. I know. So there are 3 ways that you guys can write ratios. You can write them with words, with the word T-O in it. You can write it as a fraction, or you can write it with a colon. Please notice, I know that everyone's like, whoa, so hard. I know, it's funny. Please notice that the 2 comes first in all of them. And then the 3 comes second in all of them. Even when you're writing in fractions towards there, it does make a difference the order that it goes in, okay? As soon as your math journal matches my math journal, go ahead and put it in the corner of your desk and pull out your whiteboard. Thank you, Addison.